So we're gonna do. I think we'll jump into Johnny and Amber real fast just to get that shit out of the way because it's only gonna be.
You know, we talked about Miss Heard about a half a year ago or so. I'm pretty sure it was you know what? It was regarding the peanuts. Do you recall this?
You and I did.
Yeah, you sir. I would eat the peanuts out of her shit, dude.
Oh yeah. No, that was just a couple weeks ago, bud. Fucking.
She is so hot, bro.
That was when the show started.
Everybody knows that, like, the hotter the chick is, the fucking crazier she is, right? So, I mean, come on. You got to take a herd turd, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead and say all of that wild shit online, man. You might need a Dr. Phil if you catch me outside. And I will not apologize if you ain't one of mine, fam. I cannot afford to give a fuck if it was finance.
Everything woke turns to shit.
Oh, I love it. Alrighty, and with that, mother factors, here we go. Welcome to Fact You, a show that could give a fact. I'm one of your hosts, Ray Hazen Jr., a.k.a. Scoop Dad Leahy. With me, you know who he is. You love him. Who is he, everybody? Go ahead, buddy, say hi.
Hey, it's Jason. Some call me Jay, some call me Reaper. Tonight we have a special guest host, my AR-15. It's we're actually going to do a public service and see how many people this machine kills.
They say that, you know, it ain't people, it's guns kill people, even though we try to explain that no, people kill people. So we got that gun sitting over there. Jason has loaded it. It's sitting there. And we're just going to see if it jumps up and shoots anyone throughout the tape.
It is locked and loaded. It does have a lung buster clip on it, and it is fully ready to decapitate somebody. So I'm kind of scared. I got to tell you, I'm a little leery.
I mean, if the liberals are right, brother, you might be in trouble. You can just call every gun grabber a commie. That's when you're wrong, commie. Oh, that's where you're wrong, commie.
Look, we're gonna see though, because we're gonna have some fun here. Oh shit! You went down and got the sissy beer.
No, it's the only one we got. It's the only one I got.
Yeah.
But figured I'd have one, and it's a Bush. You see them commercials? Here we go.
Because we don't have Bush beer out here. Bush beer ends like at the Rockies, dude.
Not bad. It's weird.
It's crisp, huh?
It's real crisp, and it's an apple.
Yeah.
So it's got a slight apple flavor to it. It's real nice, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. I thought we would jump off and touch real quick, real base, just for a second to let it go, because I'm glad to say that I think we might be witnessing the end of the Me Too movement. And
no.
Oh, I bet so, bud. I mean, because look where this Just Believe Women has got him. It got him all the way into court with Amber Heard, who the whole world now knows is a lying crazy bitch.
And her peanuts taste good.
Are they M&Ms? Are they like
to be honest with you,
are they chocolate covered? Or are they like Reese's Pieces?
I get on down to corn, to be honest with you. I mean,
random trivia, like 200 years ago, or actually maybe even just 150 years ago, before toilet paper, a lot of people used corn cobs to clean themselves back there. Sorry to bring this up while you're eating chili cheese fries.
It's all right. I've eaten during worse.
Yeah, I mean, dude, no, but seriously. Everybody knows crazy bitches.
Yeah,
the hotter they are, the crazier they are. Everybody knows that.
So anyway,
even crazy bitches know that.
So anyway, those of us out there who don't know, Johnny Depp won his defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard because, well, she's a lying crazy bee, and he won he got awarded $15 million.
But he was asking for 50.
He was asking for 50, and they gave him 15. The funny thing was, she was countersuing for 100. She got 2 because they found one tweet that he said that was kind of not nice, I guess. And so they're like, "All right, Johnny, you got to give her 2." But now here's the funny thing. So he got 15, or not funny thing. This is just what I want to know because I haven't sued anyone before, nor been countersued. Right. I know still early in life. There's plenty of time, right?
We can get to that later.
So he gets 15, she gets 2. Can she just give him 13, or does she have to give him 15 and he has to give her back 2?
I think that's how it works, dude.
I
do. Fucking dumb.
I know, right?
Super dumb.
It's like, I bet if we sued each other and I won $5,000 and you won $5,000, like, one of us would have to pay the other person before the other person, and then I could turn around and pay you right back, give it right back to you. I doubt it would just be like, okay, you're even.
No.
But anyway, yeah. So go ahead, bud.
No, there's no even Stevens like that, dude. You're totally right, man. It's fucking. Can you imagine how awkward that is? You're like, oh, yeah, I got 15 million from Amber. I'm gonna go ahead and give her 2 back.
Yeah. Sounds like it's Monopoly and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I've only got these 500s. Can you give me $200 back, please? You know?
Why do people fucking care about these mundane things, bro? I mean, okay, I kind of laughed after I said I'd eat the peanuts out of her shit, and when I found out that she actually shit the bed. But seriously, why the fuck do people care about this shit, dude? I mean, dude,
I think it goes to.
Do you know what the current rate of inflation is right now? I mean, shit is so fucking expensive. There's so many more, much more important topics that people could fucking be concerned about. But no, they want to hear about fucking a turd in Johnny Depp's bed. I think it's fucking pathetic.
Well, we're the ones sitting here talking about it, so what's that say about us?
Well, that's why I had to have a tirade.
I know.
You need to do a big poop emoji right on that one. Yeah.
You know, I'll bet you the reason. I mean, it's the same reason why people care about the Kardashians, and probably part of the reason why people act like they're so much more oppressed than they really are.
My 4G's out. Motherfuckers in Africa are like, "Oh, you shit," and the water washes it away. I mean, it's just fucking.
Dude, there's people who own homes in other countries that would trade places with prisoners in this country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at least in prison, we still get running water and fucking, like, relatively clean, like, food's clean, you know, like, it's
sanitary.
Cooked, sanitary, yeah. You know, it's like, in a lot of other countries, they ain't got none of that. They send someone with a bucket twice a day because that's how long it takes to walk there and back to go get water. You know what I'm saying? They get to walk down to the creek. It's fucking 30 miles away. They gotta walk down there fucking twice a day.
Oh yeah.
Just to be able to do dishes and watch.
So everybody can wash their ass.
Yeah. But that's what I think it is. Is just the reason our forefathers and our grandparents and shit didn't care about this type of stuff so much was because they had more important things to worry about, and they were busy caring about more important things. People nowadays either A, have nothing serious to worry about, and they make everything up that they're worried, or B, they don't care about what's important. They only care about the Kardashians and what outfit they're wearing Saturday night.
I
What
think
you got there, buddy?
I think it's more that contraband. I think it's more that everybody's more concerned about what other people think about themselves than what they actually fucking do these days, man. It's like a virtual signaling
Seminar. Convention.
Metropolis, dude. That's not the right word either. Oh, I'm searching for the word, but you know what I'm saying.
Society.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. I think it is, dude. All right.
See, this is where I wish the show was live and we had some viewers, because then we could have them chime in and help us figure this out.
You know, one day, once we get this shit fucking, we're getting closer.
Maybe.
And I think we could totally go on Facebook Live with this. I'm going to take a piss. I'm going to grab a beer.
Hey, we need like teleporters and shit, bro, because I'd like you just to hand me one, you know? I wish I had some more of these now. These are pretty good, dude.
You know, it's really funny. A lot of the books I read are old books and stuff. And like, I'm like, oh, why didn't they just call them? Why didn't they just call them? I'm like, oh yeah, it's 1965. Nobody had a cell phone. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, I imagine when telephones were invented, it was really hard to prank call people. You know, because it's like, could you imagine? There's only like 3 people with phones, and it's like, hello, you know, is your refrigerator running? Right, Bob, right. Is this you? No, it ain't me. Come on, Bob. There's only 3 of us with phones. Tom's in the room with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I know it's you, Bob. You're the only one not here with a phone.
And you answered. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. You know, but so, you know, I mean, if you think back, like fucking, like, say to like the 70s or even the 80s. You know, people were like, 2020, we're going to have jets and cars, and we're going to be flying all over the place, and everything's going to be a fucking utopia. And we're like, oh, nope. But we do have a small computer that fits inside my pocket that can access any information on the planet, and I use it to watch cat videos. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of, everyone, go to Conehead Entertainment, which you're already there because you're watching this show, and go find Cat Pow, Enter the Feline.
Ow.
Cat Pow, Enter the Feline.
That is a freaking flex of your imagination, sir. I give you the raw video, and you made it into something awesome.
Did all right, huh? It wasn't too bad for my first attempt at something like that.
Not too bad for a white guy, you know.
I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
Something like that.
All right, so let's just finish up here on Johnny and Amber, and we'll move on to some actually important shit. So yeah, I just thought it was awesome, and wanted to chime in on it because Johnny did win his defamation case, and it ain't. I mean, I like Johnny Depp as an actor. I don't know if I like him so much as a human being. Not that he's a bad human. He is a crazy liberal, and he probably would hate me because I'm conservative leaning, you know, right leaning. But I also, you know, I mean, he might not hate on us too much because you're more libertarian and I'm sortly libertarian, you know. So I mean, he might, but he's total liberal, you know. He is. He really does. But anyway, what I don't like, or where I do have an issue, is crazy lying women that try to get men in trouble for no reason. Because as Jason knows, I've got a personal stake in something similar to that. And so
that's exactly what that bitch was doing, dude. And
yes.
You know, it's I'll tell you what. When them bitches got to sign up for fucking selective service, I'll consider us even.
True. But yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It was a good, like, I'm not saying that women, bad things don't happen to some of them, because they do.
Oh no, bad people
Totally.
bad things happen to everybody, though, dude.
Exactly. But it happens both ways.
Why do we need to take a sex and attempt to separate people? Bad shit happens, dude. It happens to everybody. Happens to me. Happens to you. Happens to everybody. Everybody.
It's like,
Bad shit does not give a shit what you identify your genitalia as. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Bad shit does not discriminate. It is an equal opportunity scenario.
It does not give a fuck what chromosomes you have at all.
No.
Look, neither does rifle. I want to point out, it's being a good boy.
So far, so good. How are you feeling over there, Rifle?
It identifies a male.
AR, what is that? And for Austin, fucking
Armalite rifle. And if you ever want to save your breath,
awesome rifle.
If you ever want to save your breath on a fucking argument with a gun grabber, just ask them what AR stands for, and their answer, right? That's what they think. So that'll tell you if you even need to fucking, because if they think that, which most of them do, you just can't. You can't fix stupid. You know what I'm saying?
No. And we're going to touch on that in a minute, because I want to get into something Biden said. But men lie too. They do. I'm not going to say that there ain't dogs out there, But it's like this Me Too movement, this believe all women, regardless of whether they have fucking proof or not, is horrible. And believe anyone in general. You shouldn't just, unless you know the person personally and you know their character and their integrity, and you know that, Jason and I, we pretty much know when we're fucking telling the truth or bullshitting, and we wouldn't really bullshit each other too much. I'm going to tell them straight up the truth, I mean, maybe if I was too hammered, I might fucking try to hide how much of the liquor I drank. Yeah, you can tell because you know the person. Yeah. But it's like, to just simply believe anyone, and it's like, what world do people live in where women aren't catty B words?
Oh, dude. Not only that, dude. Anybody that has had a little bit of social interaction throughout their adolescent and young adult lives knows that chicks use that shit. They know they're fucking hot. They know what dudes want to do. They lie, they manipulate. Not all of them, but the ones, there's quite a few of them, And
I caught my Nana pushing him up to get out of a ticket once. I was in the car.
You know what?
It was like 70.
I can't even blame him. I can't even blame him, bro, because if I had to, I would totally do it too.
I've already said 1,000 times, and I'll say it again, that if I was born a female, I would have already banged my way to Emperor of the World.
Right. But I mean, I think that's like the trade-off.
I guess Empress.
That's feminists bitch about shit, and they refuse to acknowledge this other part of our social system that exists. And personally, I believe, because most of them are ugly as fuck, and nobody wants to look at their titties, or they're doing it wrong. They're like, but Jesus Christ, even if you're butt ass ugly and you're trying to get some, you can do it. If you really want to, you can do it. I mean, look at Walmart. I mean, come on.
I mean, at least put a fresh coat of paint on put some siding on or something.
Yeah.
Make yourself presentable, and people will want. There's somebody that's gonna want it regardless. You know what I'm saying? But like, no one wants to move into a shithole. No one wants to move into a rundown shack. At least put a new coat of paint on there.
I mean, look at what was that? What was that one chick for fucking the Honey Bear?
Honey Boo Boo. I don't even know what where she got to show because she's fat. She's vulgarity. Like, why did she even get a show? Like, what was their thing? Because they're heavy and like hillbilly, redneck.
You ever
I know lots of people like that.
You ever heard that old rhyme? Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean, but together they both always lick the platter clean.
Yeah.
People want to watch this shit, dude. It's bread and circus, and that's what people that are depressed and stuck and feeling no way out. What they do is, instead of trying to like better themselves, they seek pleasure, and bread and circus. This is exactly what's constructed, and it's the machine is running fine. And you look at the stuff like we've talked about it before, the Disinformation Bureau and all that bullshit.
They disbanded that already.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
It lasted like a week and a half or something.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe we haven't touched on that. I guess we can right now. So the fucking Disinformation Board, the fucking Ministry of Truth, as we called it, already got disbanded. It got disbanded, and the reason it got disbanded was because of misinformation being stated about it or something. And I found that so funny. I'm like, wait a minute, isn't your job supposed to be finding that shit? How are you getting disbanded because of it? Like, no, you're getting disbanded because you tried something and all of America went, wait a minute, no, you're not. And none of you are fucking okay. Like, and you went, oh.
Dude, it collapsed on itself just like most fucking communist ideas do.
Yeah,
because they can't sustain themselves. They're not based on logic or
reason. Reality.
I guess that's the word I'm looking for. It's all a fucking utopian pipe dream, dude. And they're like, oh, well. What we're going to talk about next?
Well, communists now. It's like, it just drives me crazy. You just got me on it, so now I want to talk about communists. It's like, real communism hasn't been done. You show me one place it's ever worked. Real communism.
That's what they all say. It's never been tried.
Yeah, real communism hasn't been tried yet. Okay. So you mean Marx didn't do Marxism correctly, which is just a fucking. It's a fart hair to the left of communism. You know what I'm saying?
It was Stalin and the fucking 4 million people that he killed that actually failed. And if he would have killed 4.5 million, it probably would have worked.
Yeah, you're right,
dude.
Let's go ask the Uyghurs. Let's go ask the Uyghurs in China right now how they like communism.
Dude.
Oh wait, I'm probably not supposed to say their name on YouTube.
What about Hong Kong, dude? I mean, isn't Hong Kong the fucking state that China just rolled into and took over like a year and a half ago or so? No, that just like disappeared from headlines.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's gross. Ugh. That was total ass. I need to clean that out. I don't know. I think so.
Yeah. It just disappeared, dude. China went into Hong Kong and said, nope, your contract's up.
Hong Kong like their capital or something?
No, Hong Kong was like a fucking little tiny island nation.
We're talking about Taiwan.
I think
Taiwan's a big island.
I think it was Hong Kong.
Okay. No, China. I know China threatened Hong Kong. Taiwan.
No, Taiwan's recently. No, dude. Like 2-3 years ago, man. Yeah, there was dudes in Hong Kong, dude, with fucking crossbows and bows defending fucking college campuses against fucking CCP fucking
Let's see what pops up.
infantry.
A Chinese invasion of Hong Kong will lead to a mass exodus of foreign business. Excuse me, America.
How long ago was that?
The invasion is sure to be violent and bloody.
Yeah.
When the invasion finally occurs, expect the world's major equity markets to nosedive to the March 23, 2020 lows. So this is newer than 2020 because it's talking about what it was like. This is from Wall Street Rebel.
Today.
Whatever that is. But if it's got the Wall Street name onto it, it's got to be legit. It might not tell the truth, but it's got to be a legit business.
What was that, March? So why is nobody talking about this? Why haven't you heard about this?
Yeah, March 22. Yeah. The 50-year agreement that facilitated a peaceful transfer of Hong Kong back to British colony. Is Hong Kong owned by Britain technically?
That's I don't know all the details, bro.
Right.
But
China's mainland government is collapsing. Mainland China is no longer adhering to two economic and political system agreements.
So the commies are coming to take over a country that's thriving well under capitalism. What's that?
On an island?
Yeah. Is it a city on an island, or is it an island itself? I'm not sure.
I could have swore. I mean, if it's owned by Britain, I doubt it's their capital now, but I could have swore it was their capital. I might be wrong. Is Hong Kong an island?
It gets really confusing, dog. Because
Hong Kong Island is an island in the southern part of Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
It has a population of we'll say 3. It's close enough to 1.3 million. It's a little less than that.
But the island is like the size of like Napa County. You know what I'm saying? Or for people that don't, or it's small. It's very, very small. It's a metropolis, and Godzilla would have a field day, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Hong Kong was a very busy city of industry, and the commies came in there and took it back over by force.
Fucking commies.
And what they want is the money from all that capital, and that's the only reason they went there. Like, oh shit, your guys' GDP is fucking 480 million. Guess what? You're part of the homeland now. And what those people lost, besides their livelihood, is they also lost like the right to choose their elected officials, what they watch on television or hear on the radio, unless they got like a shortwave or a contraband. Those are contraband. If you have a radio that picks up anything other than state-approved broadcasts,
China, for sure,
you're in trouble. You know, and people fucking, I don't think they really understand the scope of how much bad shit these fucking people do over there. You can't put it on one person. It's the whole system. It's the communist system.
Fucking commies.
They have gulags, you know.
Yeah, they do.
You're not allowed to be fucking. You're not allowed to have a religion over there, bro. If you do,
you're not allowed. You're not allowed to say
fucking quiet. If you do,
yeah, you're not allowed to say, think, or feel anything that Xi Jinping doesn't tell you to.
Yeah. No going to temple.
You know, it's so funny. It's like all these people talking about how oppressed they are and how oppressed it is here and how fucked up it is. It's like, or how much they hate Donald Trump. It's like, you're so oppressed and so not free that you're actually allowed to do all that stuff. Like if you went to China or Saudi or fucking to home and
Saudi Arabia, dude, fuck,
and openly talk shit about their leaders while swinging a rainbow flag or whatever, they would throw you off a building, and that's not an exaggeration.
The tallest building,
like.
That's so funny you mentioned that, bro, because, this is...
You're not even lucky enough to pick your own building like we used to get to pick our own switches. Which building do you want? That one. All right, I'll throw you up. No. They're picking for you.
This is virtual signaling month, and I'm sure, I think I've sent you a couple memes.
Oh, we should definitely talk about that in a minute. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I think it's so funny that all these companies are doing the fucking the rainbow flag somewhere. Now listen, before I go any further, I don't really give a shit what you put your dick in or what you put in your body or what you do in your bedroom behind closed doors. It's none of my business. Buddy, enjoy yourself. However, I don't want my children fucking being exposed to all this shit. And I personally believe that, any kind of sex is a very, very, very moral choice. And I believe that morals should be taught by the parents and clergy or any group that the parents decide to go to. That being said, stop putting shit in your ass. I mean, dude.
I mean, if you want to, it's whatever, but why does everyone have to hear about it? And especially, why do children have to hear about it? It's like all the fucking trans shows they're doing at schools and things right now, 40%
of libraries too.
Yeah, like 40% of kids under the age of like 15 right now are saying they're transgender. It's like, why is that? Well, because their teachers are telling them.
Yeah, and I mean,
schools are telling them.
2% nationally, or transgender, right?
Yeah.
That's
and it's even it's much less than that worldwide.
We used to call them he/she's back in the day, dude. And I
Shim.
really, Shim, Jim, fucking Rim. It doesn't really matter. Do it to each their own. I don't give a fuck what you're doing, dude. But to be so entitled that you think that you need to expose my children to this, and society, which 98% of is not thinking like you. I mean, it's just outrageous. This is the point we've come to with the media and pop culture and all these people. Basically, I already said I'm not religious, but they're fucking pushing sin, bro.
Oh, big time. And whether people realize it or not, but if they actually go read Revelations in the Bible written thousands of years ago, whether you say it was written by men or it's the Word of God, however you want to phrase, I don't care. None of that pertains to me. What I believe is what I believe, and that's cool. But if you go back and actually read it, it's talking about everything that's going on right now. It talks about all this shit in Revelations. And, I'm not saying we're at the end of the world. I am saying that I'm rooting for it. And that's only slightly a joke, a jest. I mean, we've gotten to the point where it's like it's almost humanity's almost unredeemable, and it's like, okay, same. So
there
same
will
thing
be some redemption.
Same thing you mentioned a minute ago. Totally happening last night. I turn on my Roku. I go to my apps. I'm getting ready to go watch something. Well, the app logo for Paramount Plus. Everyone knows Paramount Plus, but we all know it's a crazy liberal channel. But whatever, we got Paramount Plus because Grandma likes She likes the.
I got it.
Young and the Restless.
There was some show that I wanted to watch, and I got it too.
Yeah. So anyway, so the Paramount Plus logo is the mountain, and then it's got those lines behind it. Well, the lines are now all rainbow colored. It's Pride Month. Well, and underneath it says Paramount Plus celebrates Pride Month, and it instantly just dawned on me. I'm like, why? Are you? If you're not, why? Like, I'm cool with people celebrating Kwanzaa, but I don't celebrate it. Why? Because I don't believe it. I'm cool with people celebrating Hanukkah. Ben Shapiro, great Jew guy. I don't celebrate Hanukkah. Why? Because it's not my thing. Like, I don't believe it. And let's get away.
One of my favorite Jews.
We can get. I know we've established that. Mine too. We can get away from religion. Let's go just any holiday or anything. Right. Boxing Day. It's a big Canadian holiday. I don't celebrate it. Why? Because I don't believe it. It's not my thing. Like, so unless you actually believe it and are part of it, why do you celebrate Pride Month at all? Now, if my lesbian friend, she wants to celebrate Pride Month, that makes sense to me because she's, well, a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? And I go, good for you, girl. Rock on. I'm cool with that. Like, whatever. But she doesn't say that I have to celebrate it, right? So, or same thing, like Morgan, my buddy up in Canada. He celebrates Canadian holidays. He doesn't tell me I have to. Why? Because they're not my holidays.
Yeah.
I had a Muslim buddy. He didn't force me to celebrate Ramadan.
But
you better celebrate
your Muslim buddies will throw a homosexual off the tallest building in town.
Yeah.
And not only that, I'm glad you brought it up because that's where I was going at a minute ago. So all these woke companies, with the rainbow flags, BMW has done it, McDonald's has done it. There's a whole bunch of, it's all about the Skrilla. Exactly. And I'm sure you can find it. I think I shared it to you.
And virtual signaling.
We've all seen the meme. They're not doing this shit in the Middle East.
No.
No, or Turkey, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Egypt. Nowhere over there. Pakistan.
United States embassy just flew a rainbow flag over their embassy in the Vatican. Now, see that, and as they're not doing that in the other places, and the Vatican is the home of the Catholic and Catholicism. Definitely
Calm down.
Whoa! Are you all right?
It moved a little bit.
He heard about the flag over the Vatican and it pissed him off. He didn't like that.
Hold on. I got Lord Vader.
He'll keep him in check. actually, I can hear him right now. Give in to the dark side, AR.
Feel your anger.
Release the hate.
Feel it flowing through your body.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
It's like, so that is not only just a virtue signal because, they won't do it in other places. That's also a blatant slap in Catholicism's face because they know Catholicism doesn't support that. And anyone who says they do isn't actually a Catholic. They're not.
Well, yeah, totally. And they use the old forgiveness loophole, which I believe is a bunch of shit. And I'm not here to debate theology with anybody, but everybody knows that part of being Christian or Catholic is that if you repent, you're always good. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Islam's like that.
No, they're not. And actually, if you want to get into it, Catholicism believes that. Catholicism believes in you have to repent, you have to tithe, by your good works. There's a difference between Catholicism and Christianity. Catholicism believes, which is Catholic, for those who don't know, by your good works do you find His grace. So what you do, what you put out, how good you are.
Right.
Where In Christianity, and actually, if you read the Bible, because the Christian or the Catholics still use the same Bibles, believe it or not. There's different versions. They change it with different lingo. But if you get a Bible concordance where you can break them all down, you can actually see the actual meanings. You know, when I was locked up, I studied a lot of religion when I was in there, just because I didn't got much else to do.
Well,
and I got a Bible.
Find God in the pen.
Yeah, I got a Bible concordance that took a few different various versions of the Bibles, and it translated them back to actual Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic, which were the original languages of the Bible. And so when you actually do that, you actually get to the real true meaning of what was being said, because there's a lot lost in translation. A lot.
Right.
You know?
Because, like, the sky is blue with purple in it does not. You don't use the same words in English and Spanish and Latin and Arabic and Hebrew. It means a different thing, but you still get the same picture.
Yep. Anyway, fucking in Christianity, oh damn it, that spilled. In Christianity, they don't believe it's by works. It's only by His good grace. Meaning, once you've accepted Christ into your life, and they straight tell you that, and you'll learn that as you study it. And Jesus spoke on this too in the Bible. It's by His grace that you make your way into heaven. So basically, once you've accepted Him as your Savior, you can't be good enough to get in. You can't be bad enough to get out. So, like, no matter how good you are, you ain't getting in unless you believe in Him. That's what Jesus said, and that's what Christians say. But you can't be bad enough to fall. It's kind of like you might get in the gate, but you won't have a front row seat. Like if you believe, right? If you believe in Jesus, you're going to heaven. But if you're still a dickhead, like, He's going to make sure you know that you're in the nosebleeds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what it is.
Still getting in. That's all that fucking matters.
Yeah, exactly. And
I think that's where you and I are, friend.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I mean, I might have some like lawn seats. I don't know if I have like I got shoreline general admission. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really nosebleed.
Might
but
call a couple friends in, get a backstage pass. You know, be like,
yeah.
"What's up, Jesus?"
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's got to be parked over by the beer tent for sure.
Rock and roll! Woo! Whoa. That was cool.
Yes, that guy is cool.
Because he already knows. If you don't have me parked over by the beer tent, I'll be making a scene as I'm trying to cut through the crowd. You know?
I can't believe that we digress to fucking religious talk, bro. Yeah, we never talk about religion.
Nope. No, and I usually don't, because most people don't like to. But I can talk religion all day. I did it a lot for a long time, and I very much studied Christianity. I studied Catholicism. I studied Muslim. I read the Quran. I read the Torah. The Buddhist religion doesn't actually have a Bible-esque book, you know, because the Quran and the Torah are there. That's the Muslim and Hebrew faiths. But anyway, Buddhists don't actually have one, but they have a bunch of reading material. So the Buddhist guy that had his little Buddhist room, he was the Buddhist clerk. Like, so each religion had their own clerk. The Catholics had a clerk. The Protestants had the Christian clerk. You know, Muslims had a Muslim clerk, and they sat in their little church or temple, whichever you called it, right? And that's who the inmates would go see, get reading material, literature, go to service, things like that. Well, I worked directly with them all because I worked for the community resource manager, which he was in charge of all self-help and religious groups, all services. Everything that anyone needed, for whether it's AA, NA, domestic violence, fucking whatever it is, church, they went through him. Therefore, they came through me because I had to prepare everything and bring to him. He basically just signed it and it was approved, you know. And so in turn, I'm one of those people who, Jason, you'll attend to this. I like to know what I'm saying when I say it. I don't like to be totally full of shit all the time, and I like to know as much about the thing. So, like, as I was studying the Christian religion while I was in there, I decided, well, I want to know what these guys have to say, and I want to know what they're about too. So that's when once I started getting a good grasp of one, I would go, okay, I want to read, because people say X, Y, and Z about the Muslim religion and who Muhammad was. I actually want to check into that. So I would do that. I'd read the Torah. I read a book called Jesus and Muhammad, Profound Differences and Surprising Similarities, written by an ex-imam, which is one of their highest ranked priests. And you would be surprised. And if you read that book, it's going to blow your mind who Muhammad really was. Like, wasn't the best guy. He wasn't the best guy, not at all.
Oh no.
But anyway, yeah, and the Torah. The Torah is basically just the Old Testament. It's slightly different, but it's basically. All right, let's move on from that. Sorry, everybody. This wasn't supposed to be religious hour with fucking Scoob Dad, but maybe we'll start a show here one of these days. I'll just start telling you the truth about religions.
Shalom, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Alaikum.
What else we're gonna talk about?
Anyway, so. Well, I don't remember what we were talking about, so let's just move on.
Let's talk about Joe Biden and Justin Trudeau.
I will never apologize for standing up for an LGBTQ2 plus.
Justin Trudeau. Have I told you my big conspiracy theory about Justin Trudeau?
No, I don't think I've heard this yet.
Alrighty. You ready for this one?
All right.
Conspiracy theory. I think he's actually the illegitimate bastard son of Fidel Castro.
I've heard that so many times. I've heard that. I think it's funny, and I see the likeness.
Dude, hold on. Have you actually seen the pictures? Like this girl I watch.
I've seen the pictures.
Brett Cooper, she does the comment section on Daily Wire, and she was talking about this the other day, and she put up this pic, and it was 6 pictures, 3 side by side, and on the left side it was all Trudeau, and on the right side it was all Fidel, all at the same ages, and they're fucking identical, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
He looks nothing like the dad, and they were in Cuba doing shit with Fidel back then, right around the time Mom got pregnant.
All right, listen, I agree that Trudeau is a fucking commie.
And he's definitely a commie.
And he's definitely a fascist and a statist, a fascistisch. Is that what they call it? Fascista. That's what they call it.
Fascish.
But
you first.
I don't. I've seen that conspiracy theory, and I think it's funny, but I think that's about it.
Hey, so do you think someone who's like a communist or a fascist towards weed is like a fascish instead of hashish? They're a fascish.
I don't know. Could I roll up, smoke him on a bowl?
Why not? Why not?
Well, fuck.
I don't know. All I know is he looks nothing like his dad, and he looks like the spitting image of Fidel Castro, and that's just all I'm saying. And until he shows me blood sample DNA test, I'm running with it. He's the son of Fidel. I want the paternity test. I want them on Maury, motherfucker. I want to see them on Maury.
You are not.
You are the father.
Maury, right? Bill Trudeau goes on Maury. Sorry, dog. I'm sticking with that one.
So let's talk about this fucking retarded
All right, anyway.
gun control.
Yeah, dude. I mean, okay, so it's all coming piggyback off of, and I get it, the Texas shooting, which I just want to state one thing that irritates me. I mean, I guess I'll say that because we're gonna turn into a Biden in a minute. Let's talk about the gun control anyway first. It's like, I mean, so that Texas shooting happened, bro, and it just blows my mind with this kid, bro. This 18-year-old kid who is, he doesn't have a job or anything that I'm seeing or knowing of, and he lives with his grandma. Who's on assistance, Social welfare, Social Security, probably food stamps, somehow gets his hands on 2 very expensive guns and an even way more expensive truck. And he's driving around in this stuff with these guns. I mean, those are what? Easily close to $5,000 guns, right, Jason?
Yeah, those were Daniel Defense custom-made rifles. Those motherfuckers run about anywhere between $3,000 and $6,000, depending on who made them and where you get them from. Each. That truck that he was driving was a $60,000 truck.
Really? I was thinking probably 40, but I mean,
that's on the cheap side, bro.
Yeah, base model. You know, he probably got at least power windows.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're going up. You know, if you get power windows, then you get
gotta get power locks.
You get heated seats. You get fucking
right. I mean, you might as well get the windshield that warm. You might as well get the windshield that warms so it defrosts for you. You know, like I might as well if you're doing it, right?
Yep.
So it's like, where did this stuff come from? Like who? How? You know,
who gave him that shit? Where did that shit come from?
You know, exactly. I mean, if it wasn't grandma, I mean, who else? I don't know if there's. I mean, there were some other family members.
Well, there was no way that grandma could have the money for that.
No. And I doubt grandma would just buy him 2 guns in a truck. Here you go, Billy. You know. At least my grandma wouldn't. She might buy me a rifle, but it's staying at her house.
Like 1.
Yeah.
Not like 2. Yeah. And the ammo, like he had he had like 4,000 rounds or some shit like that.
And it's no secret.
I don't know if any of you listening to this have tried to buy ammo lately, but it is not cheap.
No.
If you can find it.
You know, and then there's more to this. Like, okay, when he finally shows up on the scene, where apparently he crashes his truck like a block away, and then shortly after that fires the first shot. And it took from the first shot, it took 12 minutes for the cops even to show up, which is crazy. Which was shortly after he already crashed his truck. So you're telling me that he crashed a truck a block away from a school, and we still haven't got there for that yet either? You know what I'm saying? Let alone him shooting a few minutes later.
I can kind of understand that, bro, because like it's a small town, so you got a truck crash. He fucking humps like the other half mile.
No, he was like a block and a half away.
All right,
so
I mean, an eighth of a block. Yeah, so yeah, I can totally see that as realistic.
But see, here's the thing that makes me go, no, they should already be called, and someone should be en route, especially if it's a small town. Now, you know, how far do they have to go? It don't take much more than 10 minutes to get across Napa, you know?
To be honest with you, bro, if this guy had any fucking intelligence, he would have fucking crashed the truck into the fucking police station and then went from there. Obviously a fucking rookie.
But like, fucking idiot, dude. I mean, because he went to school, you know. But yeah, so my point is, someone should be en route, and then him to fire a shot off. Now it should be like double en route, definitely lights and sirens, you know. And so it's like,
yeah, but what was the
getting across?
What was the population of the city? It was a small town, bro. It was like population like 6,000.
That just helps me with my point. So there's probably not much crime normally anyway, so the cops aren't that busy. And if it's a small town, it's not that far to go across. Even if they have to go across town, it's not that far to go across town.
There's only one cop on duty, was my point.
That I've never heard.
There was somebody on dispatch and there was somebody on patrol. You know what I'm saying? It really matters the size of the town. We're just talking about hypotheticals.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Come on, what town, dude? Nothing's telling me this fucking town. Oh, yeah. Oh God, I don't even pretend to pronounce Uvalde. Uvalde.
Yeah. Still hasn't killed anybody.
Copy.
Gonna give it a little rim job real quick.
Well, he hasn't. We stopped talking about Pride Month, so he's okay, I think.
Okay.
Shit pissed him off, you know. Uvalde, Texas. Population. Let's see. There we go. Population. 15,000. Yeah, that's pretty small.
So 15,000. It's Texas. There was probably one dispatch and one unit on patrol. You know what I'm saying? Maybe two, but probably one.
I got that. But still, if the town's that small, it's not going to take that long to get across town with your lights and siren on. And then when you get there, here's another thing.
I'm not arguing in their defense whatsoever.
And then when he gets there, the kid's inside executing children for 90 minutes before they ever go in. And the dude's saying, "Oh, we're waiting for ballistic shield to get here. We're waiting for this. We're waiting for that." And honestly, no. I mean,
all right.
you shouldn't.
So, just ask yourself this. I'm sorry to interrupt, but fuck, bro. If you would have been there, what would you have done?
I would have gone in there.
If you had a fucking gun and there was bad guys with guns in there killing children, what the fuck would you have done?
It wouldn't even ask. It wouldn't even hesitate. Wouldn't even have thought. I would at least try to get eyes on the guy.
It's go time. It's motherfucking go time. You know.
And that's the thing. They didn't, and so it's like, and
it's in Texas too, bro.
Right.
That's what really fucking disturbs me.
People go, "Oh, it's really easy for you to armchair quarterback and fucking say that shit." When you're not there. But no, I can honestly say that I would. I've honestly jumped into streets to grab kids out of the road that weren't mine, and I've actually gone to a burning building to help a kid once, and it's not even a question. Now, would I run in there if it was a bunch of grown adults? Maybe. Depends on where it was. Depends on who was inside. I mean, if it was a room full of commies,
fucking commies,
I wouldn't go run in there helping them.
I wouldn't even piss on them. Yeah.
Right? I'd probably I'd go get my beer funnel hat and my foam finger. Woo!
Go ahead and say all of that wild shit online, man. You might need a Dr. Phil if you catch me outside. And I will not apologize if you ain't one of mine, fam. I cannot afford to give a fuck if it was finance.
Everything woke turns to shit.